What if I told you that you can build your first custom mechanical keyboard for a budget as low as 50 bucks? I'm going to show you today step-by-step instruction how to do a modification based on this GM326 from Newmen, which is cost right now on Amazon is only 28 bucks. It's amazing. Today we are going to go through all the steps and I will show you how disassemble the keyboard, how do the enhancement of the switches, how do the modification of the case of the keyboard, and how to apply new keycap set. You will be amazed with the result and you will be able to build your first custom gaming mechanical keyboard. Let's go. First of all, this keyboard is 82 keys, gasket mounted, which is very important, hot swappable, wired with a rainbow LED backlight with knob, which is additional bonus, built based on red linear switches. Step number 1. Remove all keycaps and all key switches. Next step is to disassemble the case of the keyboard. So basically it is the simplest construction of the PCB plate, and basically we have this plate itself attached to the plastic form, helping to centralize key switches on PCB plate, right? And that's all, nothing else, super simple. But this is good for us to start our modification journey. So this keyboard is stated as gasket mounted, and they're referring to these tiles on the side of plastic plate. So it's kind of not attached to the bottom part of the case, but it's floating on top. But it's no any damp material on these feet, so it doesn't work like this. I have this rubbed ring, so I will be adding them to each feet of the plastic plate to add this dampening effect to this gasket mounting plate. Okay, we have now this plastic ring on each of this rubbed ring on each of these plastic feet. Okay, let's try again. Okay, good. Now let's do the next step, and we need to add some foam under the plate because it's a lot of empty space over there. I have this piece of foam from one of my previous enhancements, so I can use several pieces. Now it's became much more flexible and quiet. Painter type mod. You need just to have some piece of painter type, and you need to add this in couple of layers underneath of your PCB plate. I feel so alive. Next step is to add some rubbed padding underneath of all stabilizer switches. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, 'cause I found my way. There we go. We have 4 stabilizers, so it's 4 paddings under the Now let's take a closer look on stabilizers itself. So I can see that they are pre-looped. You can see this white material inside them. So we can leave them as is and just insert back. Okay, we are done with this part. So let's assemble keyboard case, and let's move to the keycaps and switches. I found my way.
was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, 'cause I found my way. I found my way.
We have red
I know I'll be okay.
We are going to add lubricant inside the switches. I will show you on one example and then we'll do my work. You need to open the switch. There you go. And inside the switch you have, in simple version, switch is simple. You have 4 or even 5 elements. You have a spring, switch housing, internal pile, mechanical part, which is basically creating the signal when you press the keys. And what we need to, where we need to add lubricant to the spring and to the internal side of the housing. We will use JRX 205 G0.
'Cause I found my way.
From one side and from another side. And to assemble back. Two clicks, and now you need to repeat this 83 times. Let's switch to the aesthetical part of your mechanical keyboard, which is keycaps. And I have today this green-white keycap set. Let's apply these keycaps to this keyboard and see what we will have at the end. Yeah, obviously the price of these keycaps is equal to the price of this keyboard, but you can first of all use the same keycaps, it's just for comparison, and second you can choose any keycaps that is compatible with your keyboard and switches. So this is how this keyboard sounds before modification. And now the moment of truth. What we can hear after modding of our super budget keyboard. My personal opinion that this keyboard sounds amazing, take into account that we did not change the switches, we just add some lubing to them and we just add some padding on the bottom of the keyboard. I may say that this keyboard sounds amazing. I can compare result of our today's modification with my previous work on this Royal Kludge RK M75 and you can check this difference together. So obviously difference is huge, but first of all it's different key switches, and second this budget is over 150 bucks and this budget is close to 50 bucks. So difference should be obvious, but still you may see that how we can transform very simple keyboard into something really nice. And if you are interested how I built this RK M75, please check this next video on my channel.